Animation Journeyman is a three-dimensional modeling and animation program consisting of logically integrated modules. Models are constructed in the Sculpture module. Hierarchy and surface attributes are defined in the Character module. Relative motion is created in the Action module, and the choreography is assembled in the Direction module. Final rendering takes place in the Render module. Because the bottleneck in any animation project is the animator's time, the user interface needs to be intuitive, have a good tactile feel, and be powerful. The foundation of any animation package is the modeling. Animation Journeyman uses cubic splines as its fundamental building block. These in turn combine to form patches. One patch can take on almost any shape with natural smoothness. Also, since character animation demands great interactivity, models must be simple to animate while still maintaining surface complexity. Cubic patches elegantly solve this problem because it takes only a small number of control points to define a very irregular surface. Models, called segments, are composed of splines, which are made up of control points which can be added, deleted, moved, scaled, and rotated individually or in groups on any axis. The magnitude of the curves coming into the control point can be adjusted, as can the bias of these curves. Each control point can be peaked or smooth, allowing for further modeling flexibility, and points can be aligned to a grid for precision. Splines are attached to each other to form patches, which create the skin of the segment. Grouped control points can be extruded to create a volume, or duplicated in the modeling world can be rotated to assist in visualizing in the construction. Using a combination of described techniques, complex objects can be constructed. On detail models, it may be difficult to work with so many control points, so unneeded ones may be hidden from view. Character animation requires exact placement of surface color for eyes, hair, and identifying features. Only anchored surface maps, called decals, are suitable for character animation. Animation Journeyman offers a user-interactive gluing utility for exactly anchoring decals. In the Character module, segments are hierarchically assembled to form figures. Segments can be viewed as bounding boxes for speed, and each can be moved, scaled, and rotated. Most surface coloring requirements can be solved with decals. However, some objects, such as large background planes or natural phenomena, can utilize algorithmic coloring or texturing. Animation Journeyman offers marble, wood, pebble, waves, and a host of other controllable algorithmic coloring and textures through an easy-to-use materials interface. Other surface characteristics that can be controlled are color, roughness, mirrors, specularity, transparency, and ambience. The Action module allows for the creation of three distinct kinds of movement: skeleton, muscle, and spine motion. Skeleton motion consists of basic translation, scaling, and rotation of each segment in the figure. Muscle motion involves moving individual control points on a segment. Magnitude and bias can be adjusted, and individual or grouped control points can be moved, scaled, and rotated. Spine motion is used to bend a segment for easy, natural movement. By assigning a spline in a segment to serve as the spine, the control points on the segment will move with the closest spine point. By going to a desired frame and creating motion of any kind, a keyframe is established. The computer will create the in-betweens required to transition between the frame positions smoothly. Any motion can be auditioned in real time. You can choose to see just the motion of a selected segment, or the entire figure can be previewed to see the combination of skeleton, spine, and muscle motion together. Motion in nature is eased, meaning it accelerates and decelerates according to physical laws. Our eyes recognize this eased motion and tell us something is wrong if it is not there. Character animation depends on motion ease, and the accepted method of doing this is through channels, which are a graphing technique. Animation Journeyman utilizes channels for all motion and for other attribute specifications. Different channels control different functions. Each channel control point represents the keyframe of motion, and the curve of the spline represents the smoothness during transition between keyframes. The Direction module is where the figures and their actions are brought onto the set and filmed. Splines are used as paths on which the figures, lights, camera, and target move, and are constructed and adjusted in the same manner as in other modules. Different figures or stage elements can occupy the same path, and each can move at a different rate or pause along the path by adjusting their individual ease channels. Many other factors are controlled in the channels, such as camera focal length, light color and intensity, and figure scale and rotation. Motion files created in the Action module are called up in Action and Morph lists and can be shortened or lengthened as desired, so that one relative motion can serve an infinite variety of applications. These actions occur while a figure is moving along its path without any other interaction from you, which is the true beauty of using relative actions. The Render module is where final rendering takes place. A single frame or range of frames can be ray traced or rendered in Z-buffer mode at any resolution with other render time features such as haze, ambience, and background pictures. Character animation is measured in minutes. This requires that motion specification be as convenient and time-saving as possible. Animation Journeyman uses two techniques to substantially improve the efficiency of choreography creation. These are figure substitution and motion libraries. Figure substitution allows you to mix and match hierarchical body parts. Motion libraries allow you to reuse previously defined motions over and over. Hash Enterprises is a company devoted to animation production and to bringing you the best in computer animation tools. Soon, full-feature films will be created on the computer, and you can be part of it.